The beginning of Google Play. In March 2012, Google took a big step that changed how we access entertainment and apps. They combined their three digital services, Android Market, Google Music, and Google eBook Store, into a single unified platform called Google Play. Before that, the Android user experience was kind of all over the place. If you wanted to download an app, you went to Android Market. If you wanted to buy a song, you opened Google Music. If you wanted to read an ebook, you went to Google eBook Store. Kind of a hassle, right? Google saw the opportunity to bring everything together in one digital entry point, right from the phone in our pocket. The concept of everything is in your pocket. Google Play is not just an app store. From the start, their vision was to create an all-in-one digital distribution hub. Apps for productivity, entertainment, and communication. Games from indie to AAA. Movies and TV for rent or purchase. Ebooks from international bestsellers to local titles. Music before music services were moved to YouTube Music. Expansion and evolution. After its launch, Google Play grew rapidly. 2014, introduction of Google Play games, achievement systems, and global leaderboards. 2015 to 2016, the Family Library feature allowed sharing of apps and paid content with family members. 2018, Google began to curate apps more strictly to reduce malware and fraud. 2020 to 2021, a surge in downloads during the COVID-19 pandemic. Educational games, workout apps, and online shopping apps saw a drastic increase. Global impact. With over 3.5 million apps and accessed in more than 190 countries, Google Play is one of the largest digital stores in the world. For developers, it's a showcase accessible to billions of Android users. For users, it's a global market right at their fingertips. Fun fact: in 2022, Google Play generated over $48 billion in revenue from app purchases and subscriptions, mostly from games. Challenges and criticism. Despite its success, Google Play isn't without its critics. The 30% cut on in-app purchases is considered too high by some developers. There are still instances of harmful apps slipping into the store, even though the review process is getting stricter. Competition from third-party stores like the Samsung Galaxy Store or Amazon App Store. Strategic role in the Google ecosystem. Google Play is the heart of the Android ecosystem. Every time users open the Play Store, Google gathers valuable data, app trends, user behavior, and even digital shopping patterns. This data gives them a competitive edge to develop new services and tailor ads. If Google is like a chess player, they rarely play in a rush. Every move is thought out far in advance. One of their go-to strategies? Buying companies with amazing technology or brilliant teams before competitors even have a chance to react. This isn't just random shopping. Every acquisition is a piece of the puzzle that forms the Google empire we know today. 2013, Waze, eyes on the road. In June 2013, Google announced the acquisition of Waze for about $1.1 billion. Why is Waze important? Because Waze is a real-time community-based navigation app. Users can report traffic, accidents, or police on the road, and all that pops up on the map instantly. Before the acquisition, Waze was already a star in the navigation world. By merging it with Google Maps, Google eliminated competition while also boosting one of its most popular services. 2014, Nest Labs, mastering the smart home. Early in 2014, Google bought Nest Labs for $3.2 billion, a price that raised a lot of eyebrows. Nest makes smart thermostats that can learn user habits and automatically adjust the home's temperature. For Google, it's not just about controlling the AC. This is the first step into the smart home market, where our homes are connected to the internet and managed through smartphones or even voice commands. 2014, DeepMind, artificial intelligence in chess. In the same month, Google made a strategic move that would have a big impact on the future, acquiring DeepMind Technologies from the UK for around $500 million. DeepMind focuses on artificial intelligence. Their AI, AlphaGo, shot to fame when it beat the world champion in the game of Go, a game known to be more complex than chess. For Google, DeepMind is the key to stepping into a more advanced AI era, improving search results, optimizing energy consumption in data centers, even assisting in medical research. The philosophy behind acquisitions. It's interesting how Google rarely changes the brand of the companies they buy directly. They prefer to let the team remain independent, but have access to Google's resources. This strategy serves two purposes: to maintain the innovative culture of the acquired company, to ensure that their technology can be integrated without stifling creativity. Fun fact: a lot of the technology in Google Maps, Google Photos, and Google Assistant comes from teams that weren't originally part of Google. Google is too big for one name. By the early 2010s, Google was no longer just a search engine. They had YouTube, the world's largest video platform; Android, the most popular mobile operating system; Chrome, the #1 browser; Maps, Gmail, Drive, and dozens of other services. On top of that, Google was also starting to play in areas that felt like science fiction. Self-driving cars, Waymo; giant internet balloons, Project Loon; health research and biotechnology, Calico, Verily; renewable energy, robotics, even longevity research. Larry Page and Sergey Brin began to realize the name Google was too small to encompass all these ambitions. The shocking announcement that rocked Silicon Valley. On August 10, 2015, Larry Page wrote a blog post that surprised everyone. It was about Google becoming a subsidiary of a new holding company called Alphabet Inc. Meanwhile, Alphabet would oversee all other business units that weren't directly related to search engines and advertising. Larry Page took on the role of CEO of Alphabet, Sergey Brin became president of Alphabet, and the CEO position of Google was handed over to Sundar Pichai, the Indian guy who previously led the Chrome and Android teams. Why is it called Alphabet? Larry explained in his post. Alphabet means a set of letters that form words. Language is the core of Google's index. Alphabet also refers to a collection of companies, and Google is the largest one in it. There's also the reason for the stock codes. Alphabet uses the stock codes Google and Google on the Nasdaq, keeping its market identity intact. The strategy behind this change. Many analysts see this move as similar to the strategy of big companies like Berkshire Hathaway, separating the core businesses, search, ads, YouTube, from experimental projects, moonshot projects. Creating financial transparency. Investors can see how much money is being spent in research divisions like X, Verily, or Waymo, giving teams the freedom to innovate without being distracted by the operational issues of Google search. The beginning, from search engine to conversation partner. Back in the 90s, we typed questions into the Google search box. Then in the 2000s, we could just click on images or videos. And by 2016, Google wanted us to not have to type at all. They wanted us to just talk. At the Google I/O 2016 event, Sundar Pichai took the stage and introduced something that would change how we interact with technology: Google Assistant. A voice-based AI that can understand natural language, chat with us, and get tasks done. We want to build a personal Google for every user. Sundar Pichai, 2016. Google Home, the brain in the living room. Along with that, Google launched Google Home, a smart speaker shaped like a small cylinder that is quietly ready to listen to our commands. Just say, "Okay, Google," and it will respond. Smart home ecosystem, Nest, and device integration. Google didn't stop there. They started integrating Nest, the smart home company they bought in 2014. Nest provides smart thermostats, security cameras, video doorbells, even smoke detectors, all of which can connect to Google Assistant. Imagine, you're at the office, but want to check who's at the door. Just open your phone and Google Nest Cam will show real-time video. Coming home late? Google Assistant can turn on the outdoor lights automatically as soon as it detects your phone is nearby. The battle in the digital assistant market. This era also marks the beginning of the smart assistant war, with Amazon Alexa and Apple Siri. The advantage of Google Assistant is its integration with all Google services. It can read schedules from Google Calendar. It answers questions with Google search data. It plays videos on YouTube via Chromecast. Impact on daily life. For many people, Google Assistant has started to feel like a virtual family member. It wakes us up, gives us weather updates, reminds us of meetings, guides us through recipes, and even reads the morning news. On the business side, it opens the door to Google's smart home ecosystem, which keeps growing with devices like Google Home Mini, Google Nest Hub with a screen, Nest Audio, and Nest Wi-Fi. As we approach the end of the 2010s, Google faced a big question. What's the next step after search, YouTube, and Android? The answer? Artificial intelligence, or what we often hear, AI. Larry Page once said, "A truly intelligent machine doesn't just answer questions, it anticipates those questions before you even ask them." And that's where Google started rolling out a series of AI products that changed how we interact with technology. Google Lens 2017, see it, then know it. Launched in 2017, Google Lens turned your phone's camera into a tool for visual information searching. It's pretty simple to use. Just point your camera at something like a flower, shoes, or a restaurant menu, and Google will tell you what kind of flower it is, the price of the shoes, and even reviews of the food. Google Duplex 2018, AI that can call you up. In 2018, Google introduced Duplex, an AI that can call restaurants or salons to make reservations, sounding almost human. What's really mind-blowing is that Duplex even uses pauses like, and natural intonation, making the person on the other end completely unaware they're talking to a robot. Stadia 2019, play games without a console. November 2019, Google tried to dive into the gaming world with Stadia, a cloud gaming service that lets you play heavy games right in your browser. No need for an expensive console or PC. Just have a fast internet connection, and you can AAA games on your laptop. Unfortunately, even though the idea was cool, the execution was a bit rocky. Connectivity issues, a lack of exclusive games, and tough competition led to Stadia officially shutting down in January 2023. The impact of the AI era at Google. This era shows that Google isn't just the gateway to the internet, but it's also become our digital mind reader. From cameras, voice recognition, to browsing habits, everything is processed to deliver a faster, more personal experience, and sometimes a bit too personal. Early 2020, the world stopped, the internet raced. At the beginning of 2020, the world suddenly changed. Streets were empty, schools shut down, and offices were vacant. Everyone was forced to live at home. And during that time, Google transformed from just a search engine into the lifeline of the digital existence for billions of people. Google Meet, virtual classroom, and office. Before the pandemic, Google Meet wasn't a big player in the video conference arena. But suddenly, everyone needed a way to meet, learn, or even have family reunions online. Google quickly responded. Made Google Meet free for everyone. Added features like blur background and noise cancellation. Direct integration in Gmail for easier access. YouTube, from entertainment to a global school. YouTube has become the biggest emergency classroom in the world. Teachers upload lesson materials. People learn how to cook, exercise, meditate, and even garden. Google Search, a critical information search engine. Google Search has become the first doctor for many people. Searches for COVID symptoms saw a huge spike. Google shows official information panels from WHO, and CDC right in the search results. Search data is used to create mobility and trend reports, helping governments understand how people are moving around. Google Maps, From navigation to pandemic services, Google Maps has shifted its focus, showing peak hours for stores and supermarkets, indicating locations for COVID testing and vaccination centers. Features like delivery and takeaway to help small businesses stay afloat. Focusing on mental health and entertainment, Google has also launched features to help people cope mentally. Google Arts and Culture offers virtual tours of museums around the world. Mini-games in the browser like Dino Run become a loyal companion when the internet goes down. Meditation features on YouTube Music and Google Fit. So, what's the result? The pandemic has sped up Google's transformation from just a tech company into a global digital infrastructure provider. They're not just providing tools, but also shaping how billions of people work, learn, and socialize during this crisis era. The beginning, pressure from the outside. At the start of 2023, the tech world was shaking. OpenAI's ChatGPT exploded in popularity since late 2022. Within weeks, millions were trying to chat with AI as if they were talking to a human. For Google, this was a huge alarm. For years, Google Search has been the main gateway to the internet. But ChatGPT offered something different: direct answers without a list of links. Fun fact: in January 2023, Google CEO Sundar Pichai announced an internal code red. This meant that the AI team had to work fast to deliver a worthy competitor. The birth of Bard. A few weeks after the code red announcement, Google introduced Bard to the public. Bard is built on Lambda language model for dialogue applications, a conversational AI that they had actually been developing for years. The idea is simple yet ambitious. Bard is meant to be a smart conversational assistant that can answer questions, help with research, and provide inspiration by combining the power of AI with real-time information from the web. The failed demo. On February 9, 2023, Google showcased Bard to the public. The goal: to flaunt their AI smarts. But in one of the presentation slides, Bard gave a wrong answer. It claimed that the James Webb Telescope had captured images of the first planet outside our solar system, which was incorrect, and the public caught on quickly. As a result, Alphabet's stock dropped by more than $100 billion in just one day. The media was all over the story, calling it Google Bard's embarrassing mistake. Gradual launch. Even though it initially stumbled, Bard is still being rolled out in stages across various countries. Google is improving its model, adding features that integrate with Google Search, Google Docs, and Gmail. The strategy is to make Bard not just a separate chatbot, but a part of the Google Workspace ecosystem. The heating competition in AI. 2023 became the year when generative AI officially hit the mainstream. OpenAI has ChatGPT and GPT-4. Microsoft integrates GPT into Bing. Google launches Bard and enhances Lambda. Meta announces the Llama model. For Google, this competition isn't just about technology, it's about maintaining dominance in search. If people start searching for info through AI chatbots, Google Ads could lose relevance, and that's a direct threat to their money-making machine, AdWords. Looking ahead. As 2023 closes, Google announced that Bard will be merged with a new AI model called Gemini, a move aimed at making Bard faster, more accurate, and more creative. But the question is, amid the onslaught of AI technology from all directions, can Bard be Google's savior in the post-search engine era? We will delve deeper in Segment D, Challenges and Criticism, 2024 to 2025, the Shaken King in the next part. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, you can like, comment your opinion, and subscribe for more interesting information next. See you in my next video. Bye.